Hello and welcome to Roving Report, a program that gives you an overview of the developments in India's northeast region. I'm your host Lilipakshi Khurana, and the highlights of today's program are: Prime Minister Modi emphasizes on greater trade and connectivity during his visit to Myanmar. International Trade Fair in Guwahati showcased business potential of Northeast. Foreign terror outfits make inroads to India through Northeast. Women in Tripura preserve traditional weaving of Chakma tribe. And Northeast Festival in New Delhi sends a message of national integration. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who was in Myanmar recently to attend the ASEAN-Indian Summit and the East Asia Summit, focused on the need for stronger relations with the Southeast Asian countries, especially Myanmar. The two sides discussed a wide range of issues, including better connectivity with India's northeastern region. We have a report.
Strengthening ties in the fields of culture, trade and enhancing connectivity were high on the agenda during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Myanmar. He was in capital Naypyidaw to attend the 12th ASEAN-India Summit and the East Asia Summit, where he highlighted the need for greater collaboration between the nations for facilitating economic development and countering security challenges. The Prime Minister also focused on the importance of the ASEAN and the East Asia Summit for India's Act East policy.
और विशेष सौभाग्य की बात इसलिए भी है कि पहला अवसर मुझे म्यांमार की धरती पर मिला है। म्यांमार भारत का एक महान पड़ोसी है, जिसके साथ हमारे संबंध सांस्कृतिक हैं, ऐतिहासिक हैं और एक प्रकार से इस भूभाग के प्रवेश द्वार के रूप में म्यांमार हमारे लिए अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है। पूर्व की तरफ भारत की यात्रा म्यांमार से ही शुरू होती है।
Prime Minister Modi met with Myanmar President U Thein Sein and discussed the prospects of expanding bilateral ties and the vast trade potential that some of the special economic zones in Myanmar offer to India. He also reviewed significant connectivity projects like the multimodal Kaladan project, the India-Myanmar-Thailand trilateral highway, and the starting of a bus service between Imphal and Mandalay. The trilateral highway project, scheduled to be completed in about 2 years, will pass through Moreh in Manipur and unlock the vast economic potential of the 8 northeastern states.
Prime Minister mentioned that India is very keen on infrastructural connectivity between Thailand and India's northeast, and one such project is the trilateral highway. Also, there was reference to how the Daewoo port is coming up, and he felt that once this port comes up, connectivity between Thailand and India would be further enhanced.
The Prime Minister also met with the heads of the other countries on the sidelines of the summit. Stronger relations with the ASEAN nations will benefit India, especially the Northeast region, which is India's gateway to Southeast Asia.
Next, we take you to the International Trade Fair in Guwahati, where a large number of foreign traders are taking part to tap the potential market. The fair is a platform for local traders and manufacturers to interact and showcase their products.
Guwahati hosts the Leo International Trade Fair every year with an aim to provide a wider platform for traders and artisans to exhibit their products under one roof. Participants from Pakistan, Thailand, Bangladesh and various states of the country have set up over 100 stalls at the venue. Ashma, a trader from Bangladesh, feels that Northeast region is a potential market to do business. She's been visiting Northeast since the last 3 years and has exhibited her products at different fairs in the region.
बहुत ही अच्छा लगता है यह बिजनेस करने में, लोग यहाँ का लोग भी बहुत अच्छा लगता है बातचीत करने में। और जो सबसे जो अच्छी बात है, हमारा जो बांग्लादेश का जो प्रोडक्ट है तो यहाँ का लोगों को, यहाँ का जो लोग है ना, वो लोग बहुत लाइक करते हैं, बहुत पसंद करते हैं। जैसे कि जामदानी साड़ी, टांगल साड़ी, बांग्लादेश का कॉटन कपड़ा, ऐसा उन लोगों को बहुत पसंद है। तो हम लोगों को भी इधर आने के बाद बिजनेस भी अच्छा होता है।
The fair gives the locals a chance to buy a variety of bamboo and cane products, jewelry, home appliances, bags and decorative items. It's also a good opportunity for the artisans to showcase their handiworks.
अच्छा, ये हैंडीक्राफ्ट का सामान, हम लोगों का सामान तो बहुत अच्छा सेल होता है और ये तो नया जनरेशन के लिए बहुत अच्छा है। जो लोग अभी तक कुछ काम नहीं मिला, ये काम करके बहुत फायदा होता है। हम लोग बहुत फायदा ही हुआ अभी तक, जो 2-3 साल हुआ मेरा काम करने का, बहुत फायदा है।
Demand in Shillong, Dimapur, they are more demanded because more fashion. And our fashion is like updated because all the European people, we make clothes for them and it's updated.
Trade fairs provide a platform to local artisan and craftsperson to directly interact with customers and find a suitable market for them. Moreover, such events create awareness about the abundant resources available in the Northeast and helps in attracting investors to the region.
Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently.
The 5th edition of Chinjak or Food Festival is being held at Liaifa Lamjinglup Ground, Pishum Ningom, Lekai in Imphal. The 11-day-long festival is being organized by Innovative Youth Society with an aim to promote the indigenous food within the state and outside. Over 200 food stalls have been set up, including from Thailand and Myanmar. The visitors savored the different types of indigenous foods being served by different communities. The 10th edition of the Bhagyachandra National Festival of Classical Dance 2014 was held at the Sri Govindaji Temple Complex at Kangla Fort in Manipur. Large number of people thronged the venue to witness the performances by prominent dancers from different states. 12 classical dancers showcased different forms of dances like Manipuri, Odissi, Mohiniyattam, Bharatnatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathak and Satriya. Thousands of Manipuri devotees celebrated Maharas, a festival celebrating the love life of Lord Krishna in Tripura. The festival is celebrated every year on the full moon day known as Kartik Purnima as per the Hindu month. Young girls in traditional attire enacted the role of gopis and danced around the idols of Lord Krishna and Radha. Ras is a symbol of love and communal harmony where people of all communities gather to celebrate forgetting all differences. On November 11, Union Minister for Food Processing Industries Harsimrat Kaur Badal visited Guwahati and interacted with various stakeholders involved with the food processing sector. The interaction session was organized by Indian Chamber of Commerce, where she highlighted about the facilities of the central government in the food processing sector. The minister also talked about the vast potential in organic farming in the Northeast and how it can reap the benefit to the maximum. On November 11, a large number of students from various schools and colleges staged a protest condemning the spate of violence against women and children in Manipur. Recently, 3 girls, including a minor girl, were brutally murdered after being raped in the state. The massive protest was organized by All Manipur Students' Union. People strongly condemned the incidents and appealed the government to look into the matter seriously. An all-party delegation led by Speaker of Assam Assembly Pranab Gogoi called on Union Home Minister Rajnath over the scheduled tribe status in New Delhi. The 12-member delegation also submitted a detailed memorandum to the Home Minister listing out the grounds to include the 6 communities of Koch Rajbongshi, Ahom, Maran, Matak, Sutia and Adivasis.
The terror outfits based in countries bordering the Northeast region are making inroads to India and trying to create fear. Many of these outfits are even supplying arms to Northeast-based militant outfits and are responsible in spreading terror. We have a report.
The Assam police recently seized 2 vehicles carrying huge quantities of sophisticated arms and ammunition and arrested 4 people near Chirang district, close to the West Bengal border. Following the interrogation, it has been revealed that the arms were meant for a new underground Gorkha outfit. The arms consignment was coming from Dimapur in Nagaland after being smuggled into India through Myanmar. Police say the dealers have been supplying arms to northeast-based insurgent groups.
আজি আটক কৰা 4জন মানুহৰ ভিতৰত 2জন তাৰে দুখন গাড়ীৰ ড্ৰাইভাৰ হয় আৰু দুজন মানুহ আছে ৰাহুল মেছ আৰু মান্নান আলী, 2জন ডিমাপুৰত থাকে বৰ্তমান আৰু তেওঁলোকে বেসিক্যালি আৰ্মছ ডিলাৰ বুলি আমি সন্দেহ কৰিছো আৰু ধনৰ বিনিময়ত তেওঁলোকে এনডিপিক আৰ্মছখিনি সাপ্লাই দিব আহিছে।
The international border in the northeast has always remained an easy access for many foreign arms dealers and terror outfits into India. The recent example being an exposure of Bangladesh-based Jamaat-ul-Mujahideen having its roots in Assam and West Bengal. After the Burdwan blast in October 2 this year, the investigating agencies have exposed Jamaat-ul-Mujahideen having links in India and arrested Suzaina Begum from Barpeta district in Assam. Suzaina and her absconding husband, Dr. Sahanur Alam, was suspected of having links with Jamaat-ul-Mujahideen, Bangladesh, and were instrumental in facilitating Hawala payments for GMB modules in West Bengal.
It's a very vulnerable northeastern region who we have proximity to Bangladesh, proximity to Burma, proximity to Nepal and Bhutan. So that way we are really transit route for all these elements, the drugs and in fact arms. So government of India must take it seriously.
India's northeast shares a long boundary with Myanmar, Bangladesh, Bhutan and China. The government of India has been working closely with its neighbors to wipe out the terror activities from the areas near the international border and maintain peace in the region. Security forces also remain on high alert along the border to address the threat and foil any attempt to hamper peace.
The Northeast region is home to a large number of tribes, each with their distinct dressing style. Next, we take you to Tripura, where a group of women from Chakma tribe are working to preserve their traditional weaving practice using loin looms.
The Chakma tribe is one of the 19 tribes of Tripura that can be identified by their unique dress patterns. Traditionally, the women folk of the community used to make their own clothes at home using loin loom. However, weaving on loin loom and the traditional art is gradually losing ground. Smriti Rekha Chakma, a resident of 79 Tilla in West Tripura, is running a training center in her backyard to teach the indigenous methods of making clothes using loin loom. Smriti makes an attempt to promote ethnic Chakma textiles that make use of natural dyes among the new generation.
বাইরে যাও তো গতবার আমরা রেঙ্গুন গেছিলাম রেঙ্গুন গিয়ে তারা কি আমার যে ডিজাইনের জিনিস দেখে এত খুশি তারা খুব মানে আনন্দিত হয়েছিল আমার জিনিস আমরা অবাক হয়ে গেছে অত ডিজাইন আপনার কাছে আছে
Smriti was awarded with the National Award for Excellence in Shawl Weaving in 2000 and 4 of her students have also received similar awards. Their products have been getting a good response, especially outside the state, due to the unique patterns and designs. A number of people across age groups come to her to learn the art. Decency Chakma, a student of textile designing at the National Institute of Designing, Hyderabad, is one of the few trainees learning the intrinsic Chakma designs. She hopes to open her own outlet in the future and incorporate the traditional designs in her work.
अभी फ्यूचर का प्लान अभी ये है कि लाइक ये सब सीख के लाइक यू नो टू ओपन माय ओन स्टूडियो जहाँ पे ये सारे नया डिज़ाइन लाइक थोड़ा मॉडिफिकेशन करके लाइक मार्केट में लाना
এত বেশি উৎসাহিত না কেউ মডার্ন যুগের তো আমরা চেষ্টা করছি উৎসাহিত করার জন্য তো ছোট থেকে যারা শিখছে ওদেরকে নিয়ে আসছি আমরা যেমন এখানে একটা আছে আমাদের ওকে শেখাচ্ছি আমরা
The Northeast region has a rich heritage of handloom work that needs to be preserved. Smriti's effort to preserve Chakma tribe's weaving art is praiseworthy.
The northeastern region has a rich and diverse culture, and in order to raise awareness about this, various festivals are held across the country. The second edition of the Northeast Festival in New Delhi gave the locals a glimpse of the varied culture of the region, besides highlighting the prospects for development. Take a look.
Insurgence to Resurgence was the theme of the second edition of the Northeast Festival, connecting people celebrating life, held at the Indira Gandhi National Centre for Arts in New Delhi. The 4-day-long cultural extravaganza was organised by Trend MMS with support from the 8 northeastern states, Union Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Donor and the Northeast Community, Delhi. Sportspersons from the Northeast who won medals at the recent Commonwealth and Asian Games were felicitated at the inaugural session. Leaders, policymakers and various stakeholders came together for discussion sessions on critical issues including tourism, employment, business opportunities and investment in IT sector in Northeast.
There is a comprehensive package. First part is to communicate Delhi about Northeast and rest of the country about Northeast. Second part, showcasing the talents. MTV is covering our musicians. So we want to give a platform because they don't get a platform. Somebody is coming from Aizol. We are getting paintings from Aizol. They have never gone out. For the first time, the painters, our artists are getting a scope in Indira Gandhi Center for Arts, considering the best art destination in the entire country. Our people, our artists' artwork has been sold. So we are getting good market for art. But these people has never gone out. So that is a platform we are trying to create to our artists, our painters, our dancers, our musicians, and create a hype around Northeast India. So this is, we deserve, we are integral part of India, we need to be known and we are trying to communicate.
So when we meet for such occasion, something positive should come out of the event. So those who are participating in cultural events, food events, discussions, seminars, workshops, these all should cumulatively lead us to strengthen our position.
Colorful performances of ethnic dances like Sukta Lam of the Kuki Chin Mizo tribes from Manipur attracted the visitors. The festival also included an art and photography exhibition that showcased the works of various northeastern artists. A huge draw at the festival was the food court that offered the locals a chance to sample traditional northeastern delicacies. The products on display at the various handloom and handicraft stalls from the different northeastern states were also much appreciated.
This is very nice. I've come from far away from Rohini. I came because I thought this would be very colorful and nice. And I'm particularly interested in the dresses that people wear here.
I really enjoy Northeast food, especially Naga food. So there's a place in Green Park called Nagaland's Kitchen and Rosang Cafe. So we usually go there to have pork ribs and akhuni and stuff.
Fashion designers from the region put together a vibrant show showcasing the traditional weaving patterns, rich colorful fabrics and jewelry worn by the numerous tribes of the Northeast. Actress Rajni Basumatari, boxer Shiva Thapa, former Mr. Universe Mahadev Deka and singer Ruben Mashangwa made special appearances on the ramp.
Something like this Northeast Festival as a big, mega event happens in Delhi, then a lot of people get to know many things about the Northeast region, not just about sports, also about music, cultures, and our tradition, and many more things. So I think this is the biggest platform for us to show our talent and also to let all Indians know that we do exist in India as well.
The audience was later treated to a wide range of musical performances by popular bands like Minutes of Decay, Mayuk Hazarika, and the Brahmaputra Balladeers and Frisky Pines. Titseo Sisters, a popular female band from Nagaland, sang their famous folk songs in the Chokri dialect. During their performance, they used age-old Naga string instrument, tati and bamhom.
This is a very good platform for us, for youngsters and for Northeast people, for get together here. So this is a very good platform, and the governments need sponsor more and more in every year so that we unite the whole India mainland, and the North people will unite again here and again and again. So this is nice, and this is the platform for our Northeast, from corner to town to village. We brought here our talents, skill, costumes, fashions, everything.
Such festivals are essential to facilitate better understanding and bridge the gap between the Northeast and the other parts. They also help in promoting the tourism and business potential of the region, besides highlighting the multifarious culture.
With that, we've come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at AnyIndia_ANI. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get latest news updates from the Northeast. I'm your host Lipakshi Khurana, signing off with some images of the sports meet of Naga Students Union, Pune. Goodbye and take care.